Welcome to the EzzyBills webinar. This is Michael Fitzmaurice, and I'm going to be discussing the use of EzzyBills with QuickBooks. And so a bit of background, EzzyBills is an add-on for a variety of accounting systems, also inventory systems, and we have integrations with a variety of different platforms like Office 365, Google Drive, etc. And the main task of EzzyBills is to extract details of invoices and put those into your accounting system. So I'm going to start by setting up a trial. So if you want to try EzzyBills, what you would do is you would come to our website and you just click on the free trial. And the website's ezzybills.com. And this button here will basically allow you to create a free trial, which is valid for 1 month, and it's 100 documents. So if you clicked on that, you'd come to a site like this. And the only information you really need to put in is your username, your email, password, and choose your accounting system and your location. So so if I went ahead and did this, and in this case, we're going to be doing a demo on QuickBooks, and you just basically come in here and create register. Now, you also have the option, if you're an accountant, bookkeeper, you might want to do this, which is create a partner account. And a partner account is basically an account which allows you to manage multiple EzzyBill accounts or multiple entities. So if you just went ahead and created an EzzyBill account like this, you just click on register, and you would then be able to connect to QuickBooks. I'll just quickly show you what a HQ dashboard looks like. So if we come in here, so I'll come back to the dashboard later on. So this is basically an EzzyBill account that I created earlier, and what I was going to discuss today is some of the workflows that EzzyBill supports. So once you've set up your EzzyBill account, you would then be able to connect to QuickBooks, and then you can just drag and drop your bills directly into EzzyBills, or you can email them into EzzyBills. So this is the email address here. So every EzzyBill account would have an email, what we call an email alias. So if I sent an invoice to this email address, such as these here, then those two invoices are going to go directly into your EzzyBill account. And depending on your workflow, they will go into your QuickBooks account. So I've uploaded those two documents here, and you'll see that it takes about 30 seconds for those documents to go into QuickBooks. In this case, if I show you my workflow, I've got a very standard workflow, which is the bills come in, we extract the data, and we push them straight into QuickBooks. So that's the default workflow. And you can see here, these two bills are the ones that were emailed in a few seconds ago. In terms of getting data or invoices into EzzyBills, there's multiple ways. There's what I did, which is drag and drop. There's the email, which I also showed. There's also a Google Drive integration, so you can go into settings here, and you're able to, if you're looking connections, you're able to connect to Google Drive. Another way, which I'll be showing in a webinar maybe next week, is an Office 365 integration, which allows EzzyBills to monitor your email account, and it has a lot of knowledge about what sort of bills look like and where they come from, etc. And we're able to pull the invoices directly from your email account. The final way, of course, is we also support an API. So some of our clients use that to push bills through into EzzyBills. Now, as I was explaining, there's a couple of different workflows. So in the standard workflow, what's happened here is we've extracted the data off the bill and we've put it straight into QuickBooks. So this was that invoice that I uploaded. So EzzyBills identified who the supplier was, extracted the details off the bill. So if we have a look at the actual bill, which is attached down here. So if we have a look at the bill here. So we've gone and extracted all the details off the bill and pushed that into QuickBooks, as we could see right here. Now, EzzyBills supports the 3 different ways that QuickBooks can track data. So I guess there are 4 ways actually. So there's location tracking, there's class tracking, and then there's customer tracking. So in this example here, what I did is I enabled location tracking. So if we have a look at the bill, so we can see here that this bill is shipped to a particular location, and that location is one of the track location options inside of QuickBooks. So what you would do is in EzzyBills settings, you can come in here and there's a tracking option. And basically what the tracking option is it basically tells EzzyBills where the tracking keyword, whether it's the customer or the location or the class, whereabouts on the invoice it is. And in this case, it's next to ship to. So we've put that in there. And so when EzzyBills processes the bill, it goes and looks for all your locations that you've set up in QuickBooks, and we've found the San Joseph, and so we've pushed that into, we've set that as the location when we've created the bill. We also support extracting customer information from a variety of places, such as the address blocks, etc. So EzzyBills is able to fully populate all your tracking options in QuickBooks. The other thing we can do is account coding. So what we do is we look at your history, so the last 3 months of bill history, and we work out how you've been coding things. So if you've got bills from a particular supplier and you've coded them a certain way, in this case, I've just coded them all as purchases, but if you've coded them differently, then we'd see that in the history. And also if we do that at a line level, so if you've got something like supply of GRPs, and you've coded it a certain way, then that's how EzzyBills will code it, just by looking at your history. And what I also wanted to show you was the variety of different workflows that EzzyBills supports. So in this workflow, it was straight out into QuickBooks, but we can also enable a single level approval or 2-level approvals. So I'll just go and change the workflow to single level approval. Now when we upload a bill, it's going to go via the new workflow that I've set up, which has an approval. So if we actually had a look at the workflow now, you'll see that the workflow has been changed, and now there's this approval phase that happens before we export into QuickBooks. And you can also configure the type of workflow you want. So you can imagine wanting to export the data after you export it to QuickBooks. You can do a variety of different things. You can push it into an inventory system after you put it into QuickBooks. There's a whole host of workflow tasks that we support that allows you to build a workflow that suits your needs. And we're able to add custom workflow tasks as well. So in this workflow, it was extract the data and then wait for approval. So I've got a couple of documents here in approvals, and approvals can be done in a variety of ways. One of them is via logging into EzzyBills and approving them here, or they can be done via email, and you can set who should be approving them, and it'll also learn who should be approving things. So if you're in a larger organization and you want different people to approve different projects, invoices for different projects, then that's also part of the approval process. What I was going to show today was basically a new feature we've added, which is batch approval. So batch approval allows you to basically see all the documents, all the invoices that are waiting approval, and you can approve them, review them, and approve them all on a single page. So if, for example, I go and have a look at all my documents for approval. So I could come in here and approve them directly here, or I could send them to someone for approval. So I'm going to come in here and just choose someone to approve this invoice. And the other thing you can do, as I mentioned, is you can come into batch approval. So what I'm going to do here is I could just review them all and then approve all of them or just one of them. So I'm just going to come in here. I've reviewed the data, who the supplier is, etc. And then I can just go through and approve if I wanted to. So I'm just going to come in here and approve this. And as I mentioned, there's the email approval. So I'm going to do is have a look at the invoice which was sent. So this was the email that EzzyBills just sent, or I just got EzzyBills to send for approval. So it allows me to approve things without having to log in to EzzyBills. Also, if you have a manager who needs to approve things, then they can get forwarded to them and they can approve them. So this is a way of checking information before it goes into EzzyBills. Oh, sorry, into QuickBooks. And yeah, that's been approved now as well. There's another workflow which I'll show, which is common in QuickBooks, which is called the review workflow. So you can enable review with approvals on, or you can turn off approvals and you can put on review. And what review is basically an ability to check the information in QuickBooks that's gone through EzzyBills into QuickBooks after we've put the data in. So I'm just going to enable review here. And once again, I will upload a bill. into EzzyBills. And this time, if we have a look at the workflow, you'll see I've switched to a review workflow where, in this case, we've exported the bill into QuickBooks, and then it sits in a queue in EzzyBills so that you can go through and review all the documents. So you might have EzzyBills to set up to automatically pulling bills from your email, or you might be forwarding all your emails through to EzzyBills, and we're putting in the bills into QuickBooks all the time. And then at the end of the week, you might want to come along and review what we've done. And so that's where the review might be helpful. So if we come in here, now this invoice is the one that I just uploaded, and we've pushed it into QuickBooks. So I'm just going to come in here now. So we might just go in there at the end of the week and just check that the bill coding is done, etc. Everything's right. And if it is, we would just close it out of EzzyBills. You can just go and close the reviewers. As I mentioned earlier on, we support a HQ dashboard. So I was just going to if I just bring up my Ezzy dashboard. So if you, when you register your account, if you choose the accounting partner account, then you'll get a dashboard, and the dashboard provides you the ability to create groups. So groups would be like a collection of clients, and under the HQ account, you can have multiple groups, and under each group you can have multiple accounts. So if you've got an account in here, you can just select that, and then you can connect directly to that account, and that will take you through into that account. So that's a Xero account. Your clients might log in directly to their account, but you would always be able to access their account. The final thing I'll probably cover would be, before Q&A, would be the way that the subscriptions work. So it's a very simple model. You basically pay for documents processed. So if we have a look at pricing, or if we come in here, so the you basically, there's any of these plans are what we call unlimited companies. So you could buy any of these plans on your HQ account, and then any company you added to that HQ account would be covered by the subscription. And each subscription has a quota associated with it, which lasts for 1 year. So if you purchase this subscription here for $80, you can put as many companies as you want on it, and you're basically paying 11 cents per document processed. And on the bigger plans, the prices fall down to about 8 cents per document. So the subscriptions are from the top down. So if you buy a subscription at the top, then everything under it. If you buy a subscription on, say, if you bought a subscription on this group here, then these two accounts would be covered by that subscription. And all subscriptions last for 1 year, or the quota. If you purchase the 700 invoice plan and it used up all the invoices in the first 2 weeks, then the subscription would renew for another 700 documents for a year after that 2 weeks, whenever you've used it up. And you can, obviously, if that was the case, you'd probably move to one of the bigger plans. So I think I've covered everything I wanted to in this webinar. So if anyone has any questions, should be able to just type them in at the Q&A part of the webinar. So if you have a look at the dashboard, the Zoom dashboard, you'll see there's a Q&A part, and you can type in a question there. So, okay, I've got a question here. Question about the bills being attached to QBO. Yeah, so if you have a look at the bill in QuickBooks, you'll see down the bottom here, there's this attachment. The other thing too is we support not only bills, but you can also attach other documents to the bills. So you could, if you've got, for example, let's say you're a builder and you've got an invoice, and then there's some, say, pictures of your work, etc. Then you could email those into a particular email alias. So if we have a look at that. You can actually email documents, or the bill. If you emailed a bill through to that email address there, it would come in to EzzyBills. The bill will go into QuickBooks, and then the other documents will get attached to it. Also, you can, during approval, as we saw before, during approval, you're able to attach. If you clicked in here, you'd be able, here or here, you'd be able to add attachments, and those attachments would go into QuickBooks. Question about item codes. Yes, EzzyBills supports inventory. So if we have a look at, say, a bill, this bill, for example, has item codes. So EzzyBills can extract those item codes from the bill. We would then look into QuickBooks to see if those item codes existed. And if they did exist, then we would put the lines, or those line details with the item codes into QuickBooks. We do, not only do we do matching of the item codes, but we do description matching as well. So if you had for example, if this was a supplier item code and you had your own item code, like a SEC 22, and it was a screw drill point, was the description, then we'd match on the description and put that in. And to enable that, item code extraction, all you do is go into settings, and there's a checkbox, allow stock invoices. Just select that and we'll start extracting the item codes for you. Another question about phone app. Yes, the EzzyBills supports a phone app. That's actually another way to upload documents I hadn't mentioned. You can, if you create an EzzyBill account, you can go to the App Store and download the EzzyBill app, and then you can put in your username and password, or you can just take a photo. Well, after you install the app, take a photo of this QR code, which will be in your settings, and it will automatically log you in. And any document that you capture would automatically go into your EzzyBill account. Another question about documents. So we support obviously bills, but we also support invoices, so sale invoices. You can upload those as well, and we do process a lot of sale invoices. So a common situation is you might have a process. Your sale process involves creating a PDF or some sort of file which you send, might be a Word doc you send to your clients or customers, and you can forward those through to EzzyBills, and EzzyBills will put them into QuickBooks for you. So I think I've exhausted nearly all your questions. Auto separation, yes. If you had an invoice which had, let's say you've got 20 invoices which you've scanned as a single document, and you uploaded those that single PDF, say, into EzzyBills, then you would be able to. You'll see here we've got auto separations on by default. So EzzyBills will basically split out all the invoices. So if the first invoice is, say, 4 pages, it would split after the first 4 pages and then split again whenever there's a next invoice. And each of those invoices gets split out and processed independently. So that saves you having to scan each invoice individually. Question about PO matching. Yeah, we support purchase order matching in QuickBooks. So you can imagine you create a purchase order in QuickBooks, the goods have been delivered, the bill comes in, EzzyBills is able to match against the PO and basically close off the PO when the bill comes in. And yeah, so yeah, we do that as well. So if there are no other questions, I'm going to end the webinar today, and we'll be doing more future webinars, and we'll be sending out details of those future webinars, which probably involve discussion about our Office 365 integration. And if you have any questions at all, then you can just send us give us a call or send us an email to our support. So you can give us a call here, or just send it to support@ezzydoc.com, and we'll be able to help you out. Thanks everyone for joining, and have a good day. Bye.